Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to my shop. Last week I learned something new, and shame on the quilters who are holding out on us woodworkers. But I was in Mark's machinery. I was picking up some fasteners, Lamello Cabaneo fasteners, and one of Mark's customers came in and gave him a pen, an erasable ballpoint pen, and it was a Pilot product. It was called FriXion, F-R-I-X-I-O-N. And what he was describing is as a woodworker, taking that pen, marking the wood, and using a heat gun to make the ink disappear. And I've been experimenting with this. My wife popped in and said, well, yeah, quilters use that all the time. So shame on you quilters for holding out on us woodworkers, because I didn't know this existed. So she had picked up some FriXion pens at Hobby Lobby, I think. Purple would not have been my choice, but hey, that's what she chose. And I'm just going to show you this on wood and show you how it disappears. Now, it does have one potential downside, because this is a ballpoint pen, and if you use a lot of pressure, it will scratch the wood, so you may end up having to sand it out even though the ink disappears, because I've been able to see small scratches where I'd written on the wood. So I'm going to move the camera around and point it down to the bench. I've got some samples of various woods, and I'll just show you how this works. Okay, so I've got some various pieces of wood. This is my test of the Cabaneo fasteners. I still have a bit of tweaking on it. That would be the topic of some other video if it comes about in the future. But this is Baltic birch ply, obviously paper. I've got some sapele here, offcut, some birch, and some red oak. And I'm going to try this on end grain, face grain, and just show you the markings of this pen. So let's start with the paper. This is sapele. So do the sapele here. Let's say I want to mark something out here. Let's say I want to do a dovetail on the end. So I'll mark this around. Doesn't show up as easily on sapele, but so I want to mark out some dovetails here. And then let's go the other way. And this, while I'm at it, I'll just mark the end grain too. I'll just put a few marks here. And it's hard to see on this darker colored wood, but on the lighter colored wood, such as this, this is red oak. I'll just mark a few marks here. Come here. Let's do some center marks. Say I want to drill a series of holes similar to this. Put them in the center. Now this is a 0.7 millimeter diameter tip, so it will not fit into the typical pieces that I use for laying out, such as the ink. It might fit in an Incra, but I think Incra requires a 0.5. So anyway, that's on red oak. This is a piece of birch. And I'll just come up here to the end because this is still usable. And then on this Baltic birch ply. So this is a CNC flush cap test. This is a test piece I did. Learned a few things about the Cabaneo. it's not very forgiving on hole position and alignment. So it's probably best used with a CNC or the Shaper Origin. Manual methods, I normally drill my holes manually, so that can cause some issues. Now, this pen has a cap on it, and let's just erase this. It seems to work fine on the paper. And let's try here. You have to work it harder on wood, but it does disappear. I think it's the heat from the friction that makes that go away. It seems to work decent on red oak, which is fairly open grain. Birch is more closed grain, and it works really well there. And let's erase this. The Baltic birch ply. This seemed to be a little more porous than this hardwood, but you can erase it from that. So the trick that really does the magic is the heat gun for me. You could use a clothes iron, which is what the quilters typically use. And I suspect that a hair dryer would work fine on this. So let's see what it does. So this is the paper. Disappeared. This is the sapele. Disappears. The end grain. Now it's gone quick. Of course, that's hard to see on the sapele. This is the red oak. And see the ink just disappears. This is the birch, hardwood. And this is the Baltic birch ply. I'm going to leave the fan on to cool the heater down. But what I've noticed, this is more noticeable on this Baltic birch ply. I can see where I've written on this. So I'm going to try to lighten that up. Because I can see it's basically where the steel ballpoint kind of engraved the wood. So let me try to write much with a lot less pressure. And then I'll make this go away. Oh. Gotta turn the actual heat on. Okay, so I can still see scratches here where the ballpoint engaged, but you don't see the ink color. And it's kind of fascinating technology. It's a thermally sensitive ink, and so I guess this probably wouldn't be the best choice if you're building a piece and marking it and leaving it outside in the winter, so your marks might come back. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I found it interesting, and perhaps I'll see you at the International Woodworkers Fair in Atlanta. It's about a week and a half away, so we'll see you there if you show up. Great show to go to. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.